Here are some of Jasmine's greatest hits.
Give it back to the daggone Native Americans, and then we can't go back nowhere else. And let's see how y'all like it.
Start over.
Because the colonizers, y'all the colonizers, but that's a whole other story. So I'm just saying.
That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. I know Black church, y'all. I know how we are, okay? And you ain't got to admit it, okay? Because I know. So you don't have to admit it. But literally, and even if we take it out of church, when we talk about Black culture, I'm going to be real with you and tell you that Black culture has never really been one that has embraced the LGBTQIA community. What immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
Say because you've been gracious is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm Black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know that was hard to get through. It was hard for me to get through. Good Lord. Yeah. Her boss should have looked at her like she crazy, because she is. We got to get into this clip, man. Tyrus absolutely obliterates Jasmine Crockett. I'm 100% here for it. This one here, it may end her career. Shout out to Sheldon Daniels. Let's get into it.
Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep. Byron Donalds for marrying a white woman. Roll it, Bertha.
If we continue to put people into office, and that even means some of our skinfolk who definitely are not our kinfolk, such as Byron Donalds, who are going to continue to say that, the fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, is this because you don't understand history? Or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you?
That's not very woke, is it? Of course, Crockett isn't the only Democrat who's opposed to interracial marriage, or else more Democrats would have voted for this one. Racist. Tyrus, I go to you for no apparent reason. Do you have an opinion on this, or should I move on to somebody?
No, it has to come from me.
Yes.
Okay. None of y'all are qualified. Not just for one thing. I'm mad at Charmaine the guy because he should have kicked her out. See, the problem is that we are allowing our own culture to be openly racist and get away with it. Now, if a white person is offended by that, and they should be, they say something, it's like, it's not the same thing. But if you say that, and another brother looks at you and goes, man, you wrong for that. And I don't want you on my show. Get the hell out. Because I'm telling you right now, if I was not on the show, which happens sometimes, and someone was sitting in his chair and he was complaining about black men this and black that, and they shouldn't be here. And you know what happens when a white woman marries a black guy? You would not have seen that guy in the next segment. He would have kicked his ass off, because you're not going to talk about somebody that I care about like that, or another person like that. That's the problem, is that we let too much slide, because that's embarrassing. So what you're basically saying is Barack Obama was not the first black president now. So that means that Donald Trump is the first black president, according to you.
Yeah.
So at some point, and listen, I I have been with every shade of woman on the planet. I started out black, and then I went Pacific Islander, Asian, had a little Hispanic phase, and then I ran out of to do and ended up with a white one. That's just how it happened. But they're all, I'm telling you, they all bitch the same, they all take your money the same, they all don't sleep with you all the time the same, and they all leave you the same.
Piers, I love how they're kind of spinning this as old news when it came up. They said, oh, this is not the media's. Oh, it's 9 months old. But there's no expiration date when it's one of us who does something. It's like if they find something you said 10 years ago.
Oh, my God, can you imagine? But I did think about you the moment I heard about this lady. And it wasn't this offence. It was the one a couple of weeks ago when she just told the biggest porcupine of all time when she was caught being incredibly offensive. Went on some rambling thing about...
Cockney rhyming slang?
Porcupine, lie. Sorry.
It is.
Porcupine is a East London... Cockney rhyming slang, governor. Phrase. Michael Caine would say porky pie. And a massive porky pie when she was caught being disgustingly offensive. So she's a proven liar. She's a proven racist. And she's exactly the kind of person herself, coming back to the hypocrisy of those on the woke left, who would be the first to call everybody else a liar, a racist, and so on. And you're so right, Tyrus. If it was the other way round, the miscreant would be cancelled like that by her and her mob. And it's the constant double standard that I find particularly irksome about them. But she is going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You are going to be so glad she pops up on the scene.
That's going to make up for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. She's going to have. We're going to get a segment a day from her, Loftus. Do you share?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that if you let somebody talk long enough, they'll show you exactly who they are. And that's pretty much what Jasmine Crockett has done. She has exposed herself as a bigot, as a racist, and as, a hypocrite. Because I'm for certain that she has zero smoke for Kamala Harris or Ketanji Brown Jackson or AOC or Ilhan Omar. The list goes on of those women on the left that are, with white people. And if that is your thing, God bless you. You have the right to be with whoever you want to be with. I don't care. I really don't. And to be honest with you, she shouldn't either. And let's just keep it real. If that was a white radio show and a white woman with a white man sitting next to her and said the exact same thing, just the opposite of it, the entire show would be canceled. They would have kicked that lady off. They would have canceled the show. Whoever the host is, they would have been off, at least suspended for a little bit, because they didn't, they didn't either chastise that individual right then and there, and they just let it play. You know this. We have to stop the double standard, man. We got to stop the hypocrisy. It can't be good for one and bad for another. It just can't be. This is the United States of America. This is a melting pot of a country. And you got people of all ilks with people of all ilks. You just do. And especially in areas where it's pretty diverse and the kids all go to school together, they don't see that. They don't care. They don't care. And neither should you, to be honest with you.
Share your boxcar with people of color?
I do.
Yeah.
My boxcar does not know race, does not know gender. It is a welcome space.
That is so
where only
beautiful.
deodorant is not welcome. I like this Jasmine Crockett lady, right?
It's a great name, isn't it, for a villain?
Yeah.
Crockett is the whitest last name you could ever have. Yeah. I want to throw that out there.
Sonny Crockett, Miami Vice.
Yes.
It's like the whole thing is like, because I've seen her, she's very well spoken, and then she gets on certain programs and lets it. So maybe this whole thing is like a Netflix documentary, like a new spin on Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde.
Kennedy, I have a very. Are you pro race mixing?
Very much so. Yes. I mean, I feel like she would have had an issue with my relationship with Michael Jordan that we had back in the 90s. Some might call it short-lived because it was 20 minutes, but it was very meaningful. And to me, we were practically married. So I'm just personally delighted that I escaped her very cruel microscope.
Yes.
But I think that, you know, I'm with Michael. I think every word she says is a gift. I love that people are spending time, like, combing through some of her dumbest yarns. And I actually like Charlemagne's show because people go on his show and they say the dumbest things. That's where Hillary Clinton said that I carry hot sauce in my purse. Like, no, you don't. And Kamala Harris like, I used to smoke weed in college and listen to Tupac. And it's like, bitch, you graduated in 1982. You know, Joe Biden was like, well, you ain't black if you're voting for Trump. I mean, all these things were said on Charlemagne's show, which his gift is getting people to feel so comfortable. They reveal themselves to be complete idiots.
But don't you think it's like finding a band where they come out with a great album? Right, and you're like, wow, who are these guys? And you go back to their back catalogue and you find great song after great song after great song. She's going to have one of the great back catalogues.
Yes.
If that's all they found in the first round so far from last June, imagine
I'm
the stuff she's
hiring,
been
I'm
saying.
hiring an intern tomorrow who does nothing but read her old tweets.
Comfortably.
Hey, again, you let somebody talk long enough, they will show you who they are. Jasmine Crockett is not a, I don't think she's a very smart person, but she's also not a very nice person. And she's sipped the Soros, Marxist, socialist, far left progressive Kool-Aid, and she's putting it on full display for the world to see. I mean, it's crazy. But let me know what I want to hear what you guys, have to say about this. Drop me a comment in the comment section. Come hang out with us tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, ARP in the morning. Come hang out with us, spend some time with us. Come check us out. One of the nicest live chats or live streams that you'll see, on YouTube. It's just great people there. Appreciate the love, the support. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp,